I need you to hear this loud and clear, 'cause somebody out there got it twisted. A good woman is not a toy. She ain't something you pick up when you're bored and put down when you're done. She ain't a game. She ain't a distraction, she's a blessing. See, to many of y'all out here treating queens like they disposable, like they replaceable. But let me tell you something. If you keep playing with something valuable, one day you gon' wake up and realize you lost the best thing that ever happened to you. So today, we're gonna talk about respect, about appreciation, about understanding the value of a good woman. If you're ready, say let's get it. Respect is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. When it comes to a good woman, respect is not just about words, it's about actions, consistency, and the way she is treated on a daily basis. Too often, people mistake love for ownership, thinking that being with someone means they have control over them. This mindset is flawed and dangerous because no one truly belongs to another person. A good woman is not something to be possessed. She is someone to be valued, cherished, and honored for who she is, not just for what she can offer. Respect begins with understanding that she is an individual with her own thoughts, dreams, and goals. She existed before she met you, and she will continue to exist if you are no longer in her life. Her identity is not defined by a relationship, and recognizing this is key to building something that lasts. Too many times, people enter relationships expecting the other person to revolve around them, to adjust their lives entirely to fit their needs. But a good woman is not there to simply fit into someone else's world. She has her own world, and it deserves just as much space, respect, and acknowledgement. True respect means listening, not just hearing her words, but truly understanding them. It means valuing her opinions, even when they differ from your own. A woman's perspective is not something to be dismissed or belittled. It is something to be considered, appreciated, and sometimes even followed. Many people fail to realize that a relationship is a partnership, not a dictatorship. A man who respects a good woman does not silence her voice, he amplifies it. He does not make decisions for her. He makes decisions with her. He does not see her as an extension of himself, but as an equal with her own rights, emotions, and intelligence. Respect also shows in the way a woman is spoken to and about. The words used to address her, both in private and in public, reflect the level of value placed on her. Calling her names, speaking down to her, or embarrassing her in front of others is not a sign of strength, it's a sign of weakness. A man who truly respects a woman does not tear her down to feel powerful. He uplifts her because he understands her worth. The way she is spoken about when she is not in the room is just as important. If a man only speaks highly of a woman when she is around, but disrespects her in conversations with others, that is not respect, it is manipulation. A good woman is not someone to be controlled or dictated to. She should not have to seek permission for basic things or feel afraid to express herself. Controlling behavior is not love, it is insecurity masked as dominance. A man who respects a woman understands that she has her own independence, and instead of trying to limit it, he supports it. He does not feel threatened by her success or ambitions. He celebrates them. He does not see her growth as competition, but as a victory for both of them. He understands that a good woman does not need to be tamed or subdued. She needs to be encouraged to reach her fullest potential. Respect also means honoring commitments and being consistent in words and actions. A good woman should not have to question where she stands in someone's life. She should not be left guessing about her importance or worth. A man who respects her does not play games with her heart or her emotions. He does not disappear and reappear when it's convenient. He does not make promises he has no intention of keeping. Instead, he shows up, he follows through, and he remains consistent in how he treats her. Another aspect of respect is protecting her, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. A man who respects a woman does not put her in situations where she feels unsafe, unvalued, or disrespected. He does not entertain disrespect from others toward her. He does not allow his friends, family, or strangers to degrade her or speak negatively about her. He stands up for her, not because she is weak, but because she deserves to be defended. A good woman should not have to fight for the basic respect she is owed. Respect is also about honesty and transparency. A man who respects a woman does not lie to her, deceive her, or manipulate her for his own benefit. He does not withhold important truths or play with her emotions. He understands that trust is built on honesty, and without it, there is no real relationship. If a man cannot be truthful with a woman, he does not truly respect her. A good woman deserves to be given the full truth, not just the parts that are convenient or easy to share. Respecting a woman means valuing her time and effort. A good woman is not an option or a backup plan. She should never feel like she is being taken for granted or treated as disposable. A man who respects her does not treat her well only when he needs something. He treats her well because it is the right thing to do. He acknowledges her sacrifices, her hard work, and the energy she puts into the relationship. He does not take her kindness as weakness or assume that she will always be there regardless of how she is treated. A good woman is not someone to be used when it is convenient and discarded when it is not. She is not there to fill a void, provide validation, or serve as entertainment. A man who respects her does not take more than he gives, and he does not keep her around just for his own benefit. He values her as a person, not just for what she can do for him. Consistency, the foundation of trust in any relationship, especially when it involves a good woman. It is not grand gestures or occasional displays of affection that matter most. It is the small, everyday actions that prove reliability, commitment, and sincerity. Love is not built in moments. It is reinforced through patterns of behavior that show up over time. A good woman does not just listen to words. She watches actions. If what is said does not align with what is done, trust begins to erode. A relationship cannot survive on empty promises, sporadic effort, or temporary affection. It needs stability, and that stability comes from being consistent in how love and respect are shown. A man who is only present when it is convenient for him, who only expresses love when he needs something, or who disappears when responsibility arises, is not consistent. He is unpredictable, and unpredictability creates insecurity. A good woman should never have to guess where she stands. She should not have to wonder if today will be the day she is prioritized, or if she will be ignored until further notice. Love is not a light switch that can be turned on and off based on mood, circumstance, or personal benefit. If a man is inconsistent in his efforts, his words lose their meaning. Saying "I love you" is easy, but proving it every day through honesty, loyalty, and effort is what makes it real. Consistency is not about perfection. It is about effort. No one is flawless, and mistakes happen. What matters is the willingness to own up to them, correct them, and ensure they do not become repeated patterns. A man who is serious about building trust with a good woman does not make excuses for inconsistent behavior. He does not dismiss her concerns as overreacting or make her feel like she is asking for too much when all she wants is reliability. If someone's words and actions do not align, doubt begins to grow. If apologies are frequent but behavior does not change, promises become meaningless. Being consistent also means being emotionally steady. A woman should not feel like she is dealing with two different people depending on the day, the mood, or the situation. She should not experience love one day and indifference the next. She should not be made to feel cherished in private, but treated as an afterthought in public. If affection, support, and kindness are only given when it is convenient or when something is needed in return, then it is not real. A man who is consistent in his love does not show it only when things are going well. He stands firm even during challenges, stress, or disagreements. Trust is not built overnight, and once broken, it is difficult to rebuild. That is why consistency matters. A good woman will always notice patterns, and if those patterns show inconsistency, broken promises, or a lack of effort, she will eventually pull away. She will not stay in a situation where she constantly has to question whether she is valued or where she stands. Love should not be exhausting. It should not be a puzzle that requires constant solving. A man who truly values a woman will make it clear through actions, through consistency, and through an unwavering presence in her life. Being consistent also means showing up when it matters most. It means being there during difficult times, offering support even when it is not easy, and proving reliability in moments of uncertainty. A man who is only present during the good times but disappears during challenges is not truly committed. A good woman does not just need a partner for celebration. She needs a partner for the struggles, the uncertainties, and the everyday moments that make up real life. Stability and security come from knowing that no matter what happens, there is someone who remains steady, present, and committed. Constancy is also about effort and communication. A woman should not have to beg for attention, reassurance, or understanding. She should not have to repeatedly ask for the same things only to be met with temporary fixes that disappear when the conversation ends. A man who truly values a woman listens, learns, and adapts. He does not wait until she is on the verge of leaving to suddenly show effort. He does not take her presence for granted, assuming she will always be there no matter how inconsistently he shows up. A good woman wants consistency because she gives it. She does not invest half-heartedly, and she does not deserve to receive half-hearted effort in return. A good woman is not looking for someone to control her. She is looking for someone to support her. Too often, relationships become power struggles where one person feels the need to dominate or suppress the other. But true love is not about control. It is about encouragement, respect, and allowing each other to grow into the best versions of themselves. A strong man does not feel threatened by a strong woman. He does not try to dim her light so his can shine brighter. Instead, he recognizes that by uplifting her, they both rise. When a man truly values a woman, he does not try to shrink her dreams or limit her potential. He does not tell her what she can and cannot do based on his insecurities or fears. Instead, he listens to her aspirations, stands beside her, and helps her reach her goals. He does not see her independence a challenge to his masculinity. He sees it as an asset, A good woman is not looking for permission to be great, she is looking for a partner who will cheer her on while she does it. Support means being present, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It means genuinely caring about her passions, her struggles, and her growth. A man who supports a woman does not just show up when it benefits him. He is there for her when she needs encouragement, motivation, or simply someone to believe in her. He does not dismiss her ideas or make her feel small for thinking big. Instead, he pushes her forward, reminding her that she is capable of anything she sets her mind to. A good woman does not need to be controlled because she knows how to lead herself. She is not looking for a dictator in her life, she is looking for a partner. A relationship is not about one person making all the decisions while the other follows. It is about mutual respect, where both voices are heard and both opinions matter. When a man supports a woman, he does not impose his will on her. He understands that she has her own mind, her own experiences, and her own perspective that deserve to be acknowledged and valued. One of the biggest mistakes men make is confusing leadership with control. A real leader does not need to control others. He inspires them. A man who truly supports a woman leads by example, not by force. He does not feel the need to dominate her choices, dictate her actions, or make her feel as though she cannot succeed without him. Instead, he leads with love, patience, and understanding, showing her that she can be strong and independent while still having a reliable partner by her side. A man who supports a woman does not compete with her. He does not feel intimidated by her success or threatened by her ambitions. Instead, he celebrates her victories as if they were his own. He understands that when she wins, they both win. He does not try to make her feel guilty for wanting more out of life or pressure her into settling for less than she deserves. Instead, he encourages her to keep striving, keep growing, and keep pushing toward her dreams. In a healthy relationship, support is a two-way street. A good woman is not looking for someone to take care of her, she is looking for someone who will stand beside her as an equal. She is not looking for someone to hold her back. She is looking for someone who will push her forward. A man who truly supports a woman does not make her choose between love and success. He understands that she can have both, and that by supporting her, he is strengthening their relationship rather than weakening it. When a man supports a woman, he does not try to change her into someone she is not. He accepts her as she is and loves her for it. He does not try to mold her into his ideal version of a partner or pressure her into fitting a certain role. Instead, he loves her for her individuality, her uniqueness, and everything that makes her who she is. He understands that real love is not about control, it is about allowing each other to be fully and authentically themselves while growing together. Loyalty is not a one-sided expectation. It is a mutual commitment that requires effort, consistency, and trust from both people in a relationship. A good woman is not looking for perfection, but she is looking for someone who understands that loyalty is more than just being physically faithful. It is about being present, emotionally committed, and showing through actions that the relationship is a priority. Too often, people expect loyalty without giving it in return, assuming that their partner should remain devoted while they themselves fail to provide the same level of commitment. But loyalty does not work that way. It is not something that only one person should carry. It has to be built and maintained by both. Loyalty means being dependable, standing by each other through challenges, and not abandoning the relationship when things become difficult. A woman who gives her loyalty expects the same in return. She should never have to question whether she is a priority or whether she will be replaced when circumstances change. A man who values loyalty does not entertain temptations, or put himself in situations that could compromise the trust in his relationship. He understands that loyalty is not just about avoiding betrayal, it is about making his partner feel secure, valued, and respected at all times. Loyalty is also about being honest and transparent. A good woman should not have to guess where she stands or be left in the dark about important matters. A man who is loyal does not keep secrets, hide things, or tell half-truths to avoid conflict. He communicates openly, even when the conversations are difficult. He does not wait until he is caught in a lie to tell the truth. He chooses honesty from the beginning. Trust is built on truth, and without it, loyalty loses its meaning. A loyal man also protects his woman's name when she is not around. He does not allow others to disrespect her, belittle her, or speak negatively about her in his presence. He does not engage in conversations that make her look weak or unimportant. Instead, he defends her, upholds her dignity, and ensures that she is respected in all situations. Loyalty is not just about what happens in private. It is about how someone represents their relationship in the world. A man who is truly loyal does not act single when his partner is not around, and he does not seek validation from other women to feed his ego. Loyalty is also about emotional commitment. A man who is loyal does not create emotional distance or withdraw affection when things get hard. He does not make his partner feel as though she has to fight for his attention or compete with others for his time. He remains present, invested, and engaged in the relationship. A good woman should not feel like she is the only one holding things together while her partner is inconsistent or unavailable. Loyalty means staying emotionally connected and continuously choosing to work on the relationship rather than pulling away. A good woman also understands that loyalty does not mean tolerating disrespect. She will not stay in a situation where she is being mistreated, disregarded, or undervalued. Just as she gives loyalty, she expects it back. If a man is not fully committed, if he is not showing up for the relationship with the same energy and dedication that she does, she will recognize that and eventually walk away. A woman who gives her heart fully will not waste time on someone who is only half invested. A truly loyal man does not see his relationship as something temporary or convenient. He sees it as something worth protecting, something worth nurturing, and something worth committing to every single day. He does not wait for special occasions to prove his love. He proves it in the way he treats his partner every day. He does not allow external influences to weaken the relationship. He stands firm in his commitment. A good woman does not demand loyalty. She inspires it. But she also knows that if it is not given in return, she has the strength to walk away and find someone who understands that loyalty is not a one-way street. Too often, people do not realize the value of a good woman until she is gone. They assume that she will always be there, always understanding, always forgiving, no matter how she is treated. They take her presence for granted, thinking that she will continue to give, love, and sacrifice without question. But a good woman is not someone who can be endlessly overlooked without consequence. She may be patient, she may be loyal, and she may endure more than she should. But there comes a time when she realizes her worth, and when that moment arrives, there is no turning back. A man who truly values a good woman does not wait until she is distant, hurt, or exhausted to start appreciating her. He does not wait until she has given up to start showing effort. He understands that love is not something to be maintained only when it is convenient. It is something that requires daily investment. A good woman does not just wake up one day and decide to leave. She leaves after countless days of feeling unheard, unappreciated, or unseen. She leaves when she realizes that her love is being wasted on someone who only sees her worth in hindsight. Love should not be a lesson learned too late. It should not take her absence to make a man realize how much she truly meant to him. A woman's worth is not defined by how long she can tolerate being undervalued. She should not have to prove her importance by enduring neglect, disrespect, or inconsistency. A man who truly understands her value does not treat her as replaceable. He does not assume that she will always be waiting, always forgiving, always willing to put up with less than what she deserves. It is not just about grand gestures or making things right after they have gone wrong. It is about being consistent in the small, everyday ways that show her she is loved, respected, and appreciated. It is about listening to her, supporting her dreams, and making her feel secure in the relationship. A good woman should not have to beg for attention, effort, or honesty. She should not have to remind someone how to love her properly. If she constantly has to explain what she needs, she will eventually realize that she is asking for something that should have been given naturally. A man who takes a good woman for granted often assumes that she will never leave because she loves deeply. He mistakes her kindness for weakness, her patience for infinite endurance. But a good woman does not stay in a situation where she feels neglected or taken for granted forever. She may give chances, she may communicate, she may fight for the relationship, but if she sees no change, she will walk away. And when she does, she will not look back. She will not allow herself to be an afterthought, an option, or a backup. Plan B. The time a man realizes what he had, it is often too late. By the time he recognizes her worth, she has already found her peace elsewhere. Regret will not bring her back, and suddenly changing after she is gone will not undo the damage that was done while she was present. The real tragedy is not that she left, it is that he had every opportunity to love her the right way and chose not to. He had every moment to show her that she mattered and failed to do so. A good woman's love is a privilege, not a guarantee. She is not there to be used when it is convenient and ignored when it is not. She is not someone to be put on hold until the moment feels right. If she is not valued while she is present, she will not be available when the realization finally sets in. A man who truly loves a woman does not gamble with her heart, assuming she will always be there. He recognizes her worth, treasures her presence, and loves her in a way that leaves no room for regret.